Chụp cái thằng này nè. Hi guys, so on today's episode, what do families do in Da Nang with their children? Because at the beginning we were searching for places, for activities, where to take our children, and we avoided the indoor spaces as much as possible because we actually wanted to be outside. And that's how I stumbled upon this ad on Facebook, I think, about this farm, and we decided to give it a go. Back in Romania, we used to take our kids, especially Castiel because he was there longer. We used to take Castiel to farms so he can feed the animals, where he can see them in their habitat, and he would see cows and chickens and sheep and so on, and he actually liked it a lot. After feeding the animals, usually he would go to the playground and make some friends and play with them. And we could just enjoy a day outside in the shade, have a picnic, or most of the farms we went to actually served food there from their local produce, and it was delicious. And with that in mind, we decided to give this farm a chance, but unfortunately, it was nowhere near our expectations. My husband actually called beforehand and asked if they served food for lunch, and they said yes, we do serve lunch. And I think we arrived around 2 p.m., something like that, after a 40-minute drive. And after we arrived, we found out the hard way that they were out of food. They had no food left. There were a few customers, but not much, not many, and they had no food left. And then when we asked for some natural juice like nukepkam or some lemonade, they were out of that too. So our options for food and drink were actually really, really limited. Although the space had a lot of tables and you could actually imagine a picnic, they didn't allow you to bring your own food and your own drinks into their space, but they didn't provide it either. What we managed to do, because we arrived there hungry and getting ready to eat lunch, we actually had to order our food via Grab. And since it was 40 minutes away, you can imagine we ended up waiting for some food more than we actually enjoyed playing and being with the children. Eventually, when the food arrived, we went to pick it up, and the people from the reception there actually told us that we're not allowed to bring the food inside to eat it, and that we had to eat it outside. So they gave us this space with tables and chairs at the entrance to the farm, and they wouldn't let us go back inside with the food to eat it. So it was actually a very disappointing experience, and I hope they do improve their conditions, because it was one of the worst trips we took since arriving in Da Nang, and we didn't actually enjoy any of it. We didn't actually enjoy any of it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And because I was really homesick, the universe sent me an ad on Facebook, not an ad, a post made by someone that they found a Romanian restaurant in Da Nang, the only Romanian restaurant in Da Nang. And of course, we had to go, we had to try it. It was very nostalgic. It was like walking into the 90s because the playlist in the background was filled with music from my childhood, Romanian music from my childhood. And the owners were a couple from Romania, recently opened the restaurant. It was opened for 6 months when we arrived there the first time. And we enjoyed some Romanian food. I was really happy to taste something so familiar. I enjoyed it.
So today it's our free day. The kids are with the nanny, and we thought about coming to a Romanian restaurant. And it's on the beach side, and this is how it looks. The owners are Romanians, of course, and trying some dishes. Everything is Romanian except the drinks. The drinks are local. This is a vegetable soup and a cold one. And this is a potato soup with targon. And my wife, look how happy she is. It's one of her favorite songs here. It's a bean stew with meat and carrots. Came along with onions mixed with oil and
salt, pepper, oil, and a little bit of vinegar.
this is
Tokitura.
tokitura is in Romanian. Can you explain more?
Yes, it's pork stew with polenta and fried egg on top. What I like to do is mix everything together and eat it. It's delicious. You can take the Romanian out of Romania, but you cannot take Romania out of the Romanian. Polenta, delicious. Oh, hot.
Finished. Everything was very good.
No, I can't eat anymore.
My wife is satisfied. The food brought some memories back from home.
The food, the music, the seaside.
The seaside.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we found out a few months later that the restaurant actually had to close down. We don't know the reasons exactly, but we do know that the owners at that time were struggling to find good help in the kitchen and getting someone to learn the Romanian cuisine. But the food at that moment was like pansament pe rană, how we say in Romania, like a bandage on the wound, because we had just gotten there and I was really homesick, and that actually healed my soul a little bit, and I had some delicious food. As for something smart we discovered, it's the fact that you can take a boat ride in the weekend before the Dragon Bridge show, and you can catch the show from the boat, because the boat will take its trip, and upon returning it will actually stop with the other boats, and you get a front row seat to the show at the Dragon Bridge. And after that, the boat just goes back to harbor and the trip ends. But for that half hour, it's a great way to see the show without being in the crowds with the people, trying to look and see the whole thing. So from the boat, it was the best idea for us. We could actually just sit down in our chairs and watch the dragon show. It was the best idea we had, and we highly recommend that you do it that way if you want to see the Dragon Bridge show and get a boat trip on the river. Another activity that we ended up enjoying during the weekends was the fact that all the Dragon Bridge area, the sidewalk and the pavement becomes, and the road becomes a walking zone. So they block traffic and you have vans with snacks and drinks and the children can run free. You can enjoy a nice walk. It's lighted in a beautiful way. You get to see the nice view. There's music, there's shows. It's kind of like what they do in Hanoi in the city center, but they do it here just on a portion of the Dragon Bridge. And it's really nice. It's really decent. The kids can play and it's safe from the scooters and the cars and everything else. So it's actually a nice thing to do during the weekend when the weather allows it and it's not too hot and it's not raining.
Like magic, right?